Hey everybody, Logicog's back playing Hardspace Shipbreaker. And let's go ahead and pick up right where we left off, where we ranked up and earned the tethers, which will make our job much easier. So 5 points out of 61 that we have. Alright. Yeah, basically it's just going to make things a lot easier to have those because we don't have to physically push everything ourselves. And that's pretty much the only upgrade we can get until we get to rank 5. So we need to rip apart one more ship. Let's get to that. The tethers should help. So we're done with that ship. Let's go ahead and pick something else. I want to try one of those research ships, but specifically I'm looking for something like that one looks good. But you see the value is really low. It's a hazard level 3, so it's got electronics and explosives. But the value is only 6 million, and I get a certain amount of it to eliminate my debt. So I want to take the higher value ships, which might be a little more dangerous. They take a little more time, but we get a lot more off of them in terms of experience points. And they usually, these research ships, have a lot of stuff on the outside that you can just rip off and throw into the barge. So let's just go ahead and do that. Thunk. Alright.
Gunner, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
I work alone.
Rook, name's Liv. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing.
Yeah, bullshit you
What are
do.
you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard. Don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
Oh, Nina. Hey,
Kai! Your mic's still messed up.
how about now?
Better.
Oh, hey.
Is my mic working?
Kai.
Mic's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can.
Yeah, like they are.
Gunner, I added you to the sector comms channel. It can get lonely out here. Helps to check in with each other from time to time. All right. Enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it. Weaver out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
I'm not the rookie. I've been doing this longer than you have. Alright, well anyway, here's a tether. Basically just grab onto this, and it'll drag it to wherever you detach it to. So it's just a way so you don't have to like just constantly push everything.
Salvage deposit secured.
The only downside is that you only get a certain amount of them. So I have 18 tethers. But for a ship like this ship's pretty tiny. I can afford to throw them around.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Does this have a fancy engine? No. Everything's depressurized on the inside. Let's cut it off.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Now, usually the electronic hazard just means there's a battery somewhere, especially in these smaller early ships. It just means that, you know, don't shoot the battery.
Processing valuable objects. Credit awarded.
Bonk. Got any fuel? No, but we got some oxygen. That's potentially dangerous later. And we've already got the skeleton poster. I might throw that into the salvage. But we've got a doorway to the outside. Alright. Usually the cutter focuses on the cut points, which are the yellow objects. I'm just being extra careful not to saw through these electrical cables, because that might cause unwanted electrocution. At least there's no fuel cells here. So that should be the sides of the ships, right? Did I miss something? I think I can jump to the other side here. Oh, it's something on the outside. I forgot these research ships. You'll see. They've got like external structure that holds them together. I forgot to take that off. This is why I kind of work from the outside in. But I just totally forgot about that. You want to strip the entire thing down. Take the easy parts first. There we go. Did I miss one? Yeah. Now this whole thing goes into the processor. And then that one's free to go, so let's tether it on in. And that one's free to go, so let's tether that on in.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
And the cockpit
Salvage goal reached.
is now free.
Make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform.
Oh,
and fill up
thanks for
your
the reminder.
Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one. We were out.
Thanks, Weaver. There is oxygen in the back for free, but I need to come back here for fuel anyway, and I need to repair my suit, so big purchase. Oxygen, fuel, and oh yeah, we repair in between missions. So I just need to make sure there's nothing attached to the front of the ship here before I send it into the processor. It's a pretty big piece. Nah, no batteries or anything like that. We're looking good. Off you go. The tethers are very strong. Now we can just rip out the inside of the cockpit. Whoop. Where are you going?
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So these ship types are all really simple. Like, I think it's the mackerel.
Credits deposited.
Most of the things have the same stuff in the same spots. However, every ship is a little bit different. So you can't just make assumptions.
Deposit registered. Account credited.
I want the bunny rabbit. There we go. Definitely not company property. Ah, this will electrocute you. Get rid of that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, we got all that. Just a couple lights. Anything left in there? Nah. It's taking it slow. Getting rid of all these cut points. Trying to make sure I don't shoot anything that'll interact with me. Alright. We just got a lot of lights. That's fine. It's already open. We're getting rid of the door handles. They're not a big deal, but just every little bit of cash. It should be good. There we go. Oh, I didn't separate it. So the whole... Oh, the electrical cables are holding it all together. But see, like one tether just ripped the entire side of that ship off. These are the smallest ships available, so... Wonder if I can do that to the other side, too. Yep. Off it goes. Just killing 3 lights, but again, not a big deal. Go ahead and grab an O2. So now we're just cranking through. Just because I know where everything is, but again, complacency kills.
Got about 5 minutes left in this ship, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Exactly. Don't bite off more than I can chew. I got 5 minutes. But really, that's not that big of a deal. I can always come back. Thing is it worth your time to come back? Just taking all the fancy electronics and making sure I get those, because that's a big percentage of your wages earned. Is all of these like modules. Battery pack, computer terminals, those are all valuable. I don't think I'm going to make rank 4 on just this one shift. I don't know. I mean, maybe if I tether everything right, like, that's done. I can send that off. In fact, I wanted to go off quick. So we got that. The cockpit is stripped out. See, now I'm rushing. So I'm trying to make the deadline. So take that, because I saw a bunch of electronics in here that I'm like, I might be able to make rank 4 in one shift. Yeah, there we go. Maybe even rank 5. Because pretty much all of this now is going into the furnace. Along with this. I might be able to make rank 5. And I've already got the skeleton poster. Come on, did I destroy too much? Rank 5. Give me rank 5. What else is out here? You. Furnace. You. Furnace. What did I miss? Come on, I'm missing something.
Materials
Oh. I didn't miss anything. What do I need to get to rank 5? What's that? Ah, it's that table I missed. There we go. See? One table was all the difference. But rank 5 in one shift. It is achievable. Dangerous,
One minute
but
left to the end of
achievable.
the line, Cutter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
The only reason I rushed like that was just because this is a pretty safe ship. I knew there wasn't any batteries or fuel cells or anything like that that I hadn't already stripped out.
New certification level achieved.
Now I'm rank 5.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Oh, I got my bunny. Who's calling
Hey,
me?
Rook. You ever think about starting your own business out there?
Nope.
You know, be your own boss?
Nope.
I swear.
Lynx is
One
my
day,
family.
I'll get a decent belt runner and make my own money. Maybe bring my old man along to help sniff out the good rock.
Wait a minute, you checked
Mind
that
your
box
own
on your
future
application.
ship design. Maybe build some machinery to help with heavy-duty mining. Make it safer.
You
If we
lied.
both get out of here, I'd hire you in a heartbeat.
No, no, no. Don't bring me into
If
this.
you don't end up coming with me, I hope you get to make your own way out there. Definitely ping me if you do. Lou out.
I'm going to forge my destiny with Lynx. Thank you.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you
Oh,
a
my
happy
bunny.
and productive day.
Okay, we need to know the backstory behind this bunny. Pantera Media Conglomerate's fun friend animals. Oh, I got bunny character D. Wait a minute, bunny character F. Least popular with this age group, reportedly due to disturbing facial features. I gotta find that character F. It's gotta be in the game somewhere. Alright, hazard level 4. Alright. More money, more danger. And a different ship, the Atlas. Alright. Let's see what we can upgrade. Better gear, better ships, more money. Closer to being out of debt. Alright, I'm going to improve the range of my cutter. I want more tethers. Range of the grappler. Durability, not so important. We'll come back to that. I want thruster speed. That's what we need. Scanner, not so much. Oxygen will help. We'll come back to that. Suit integrity. We don't have demo charges yet. Let's get the oxygen up, so we don't have to run back and forth as much. And stickers. Of course, we want the Lynx sticker on our grappler. Just customizing my grappler. It keeps me alive. Alright, let's go ahead and see what ships are next. I don't know if we have time to take another ship. I want to try this Atlas. I forget whether it's bigger or the same size, but I think these are actually really easy to break apart. Thunk. Because of the, their engines are actually really easy to take apart. They're like a module separate from the rest of the ship, so I might be able to blow through this. Let's work from the outside in. And biggest thing to check is it's not pressurized. Before you cut anything, you should really check to see if it's pressurized.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, doors are open, no pressure, great. Just blowing everything off the outside that I can find.
Salvage deposit accepted.
That's part of the ship. Can't detach it. But here's where we go. These cutting points. I remember this now. Yeah, these have like huge engine just cells. And I think they peel off like a banana. So you can tie the parts together and the parts will drag the other parts.
Salvage deposit secured.
Now the trick to this is you have to shut off the fuel. Or else all these fuel lines
Salvage accepted.
will start exploding around you, and you have to like, that's the butthole pucker that I was talking about, where it's an oh shit, I have to get out of here moment. But for now, like I said, we're just gonna peel them off like a banana. Alright. There, you go there. That one's still going. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. And we're just gonna see if they're gonna make it on their own. I doubt they will. Alright. But they're attached to these fuel containers. Which I do not want to shoot accidentally. So I'm just going to focus on detaching them. Actually, the whole thing's going into the barge, fuel and all, so I might just leave them attached.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Valuable object accepted for profit.
Come on. There we go. Yeah, this whole thing, fuel tanks and all, is going into the barge.
Applying credit.
So I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to tether the whole thing. Yoink. Now, I can't get in through there. But, you see what I mean by
Deposit
the whole,
credit.
like, engine cells of the ship. Start modular things to rip off by themselves, and then you got a really small ship. So it's all about
Salvage deposit registered. Account credit.
getting inside the walls as fast as you can. And I don't necessarily Oh.
Eye on it. You don't want to be dangling in the wind with busted tools.
Yeah, I'll get on that in
Yeah.
between the shifts.
Head on back to the hab. Use a repair kit to fix them up.
Later. Hey, there's a bunny again. Character D. Alright, we got a lot of stuff in here, so I'm going to go ahead and just punch the back of this out.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Shove that towards the processor, and let's just gut this for all the valuable stuff. I think it's really interesting with the bigger ships later on, because
Applying
you
credit.
basically get airliners and stuff where you just have to rip out rows of chairs.
Salvage secured.
See, we're
Credits deposited.
making money off of this. Anything that has a lot of barge salvage is an easy shipbreak.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
But again, I'm going pretty quick. I need to slow down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Ooh, but posters. Yoink. Yoink. Ooh, the Javelin class ship was on that one. That one can get nasty just because of the big old ring. You'll see that later. Don't really care about the lights, so we're just going to tether this off into the processor. Let's see what we can do with the bottom half. Just going to do the same thing as the top half. Only try not to light the cargo on fire. So that,
Your oxygen reserves are low.
I was just about to say something.
Excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Lynx equipment.
We're so much faster now that we bought that upgrade. You really have to pay attention whenever that alarm goes off in the early game. Oxygen,
Oxygen levels
fuel,
stabilizing.
don't need a med kit, got plenty of tethers. Tool repair kit, we've got plenty of, we'll repair it in between shifts. I forgot to do that. 7 minutes. What kind of damage can I do in 7 minutes? Let's go ahead and cut this off. Goes into the furnace. Ooh, lights. I think, yep. It goes into the barge. Sensors go into the barge.
Registered. Transferring credits.
Then all the cockpit stuff's coming out. Out the front. This is the meat.
Salvage
This is the
deposit
money.
registered. Account credited.
Feeding the family. Not Lynx.
Deposited. Applying credit to
The little girl whose daddy's in the yard.
salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
So we're making a ton of money off of this stuff.
Accepted. Credits transferred.
The cockpit is always valuable.
Salvage secured. Account credit.
Oh, no, no, no! What the heck did I do with that? Oh, I bounced it off. Can I get it? Give me back. There we go. Ooh, got lucky. That was good money I almost just threw off into space. Lazy. Dangerous. I love how the music gets louder. Kind of like increasing your pressure. Getting you excited. Trying to make you do something stupid.
5 minutes remaining in your shift, Cutter. 5 minutes. We were out.
Alright, the cockpit is gutted.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Taking off the oxygen, fuel, posters, anything explosive. Can I get into the walls? I don't think I can without cutting into anything. You know what? Give me the one on the bottom. Nah, they gotta come off one by one. Dang it.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Cargo, gotta go.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
See, but this is an entirely different class of ship. And I've already made it to rank 3 in one shift.
Applied.
Which really isn't that difficult. Because, I mean, you saw me do it right in front of you. Ooh, there's the doorway. Alright, let me cut this. I can get into the walls. And repair. And patching. Repair. Alright, here we go. This is where I can break it. See, like I'm flipping upside down and all this, but it feels so natural. Just as long as you have a sense of space, you're fine. Just don't shoot the fuel cell. Oh, there's the battery. That's the money. I saw the battery. But the trick about the battery is once you touch the battery, it's got a time until it explodes and kills you. So once you touch the battery, you better make sure you've got a path to the barge. That's why I need to remove that panel first, right there. There's the reactor. Meltdown imminent. And we're safe.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Alright. Quick and easy. I love that it focuses just on the cut points. So as long as you're aiming in the right spot, you don't wreck everything else. Alright. I'm pretty sure I just attached all of the outside of the ship right there. So I can just yoink it. That's the technical engineering term right there. Look, I took 3 trade school classes in yoinking, okay? I think I know more than you guys.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
I think all of this... No, there's still... How many more things are there holding that in? I think I can... Yeah. I should be able to just tether this thing off into the processor, the entire side of the ship.
Looking like you got
Yeah, there we go.
minute left, Cutter. 1 minute remaining.
Oh, no. I didn't get those. I need to get that airlock. I can get it. I can get it. I can get it. Ah, there we go. Just don't get sucked into the processor. What do we say to the god of death? Not today.
Object registered. Account credited.
And then he comes knocking on your door tomorrow and you answer it because you thought he was the pizza guy.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
You know what? I'm gonna come back to this in one more shift. So I'm not even gonna try in 5 seconds, but we'll finish this in the next shift. But right there, we got to rank 4 in one shift. And we get good experience and points in one repair kit in the next shift, and making a good money, $10 million. And we're rank 6.
License upgraded.
So we're gonna get some upgrades from that. I don't know exactly what, but all upgrades are good. Who's calling me?
Shipbreaker, you have one incoming transmission waiting.
Just let me do my job. Come on.
Howdy, Rook.
It's you again. Oh,
So, this can be, an awkward subject.
I'm not gonna
but
date you.
You've probably noticed Lynx doesn't take great care of us.
Yeah, and you will?
Up until maybe 100 years ago, workers like us would sometimes form these groups called unions
Nope.
and go toe-to-toe.
Nope, 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 nope.
They'd argue for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing.
I checked the box.
Was actually part of
Lou,
getting rid of
you
them.
checked the box too.
But some of us are trying to bring it back. I can tell you're a good person and a hard worker. The company will use you up.
They're my family,
Feel
Lou.
that way. So I thought you might be interested in the union news group. There are new messages every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just keep it on the down low.
Processor
The others
fuel.
don't know about it.
Lou,
Wait
they're
for a year
processor
a bit
fuel.
to buy the book. Kaido was just too anxious. Poor kid. But I wanted you to have the info.
Lou, did you pay for that
I'm glad
paper?
someone gave it to me when I was
Or is Lynx giving you that paper? Don't be printing pamphlets on Lynx paper.
See you in the yard, Rook. Lou out.
Don't call me again, Lou.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your theta wave levels are high. Please administer 2 caffeine pods
Oh,
before
man.
starting your shift.
Thanks, Hab. I had this awful nightmare about Lou trying to drag me into a union. Oh, we got posters. The Javelin. Whoever that guy is. And the Atlas Nomad. The same Atlas frame. So it's got the front body and the back. That's probably modular and separated. But I don't know what the Nomad does. It's a hauler, so lots of cargo. Okay. Hazard level 5. Everything's hazardous. Look, I'm just here to rip ships apart. So, we're going to go and finish off that ship in the next video. But for now, this is Logic Hog. End of the video. Out.